After a year with the Nikon Z50, I recently upgraded to the Nikon Z6 III. It was a great upgrade for me, but is right for you. Well, here are the biggest differences I've noticed. For photography, the Z50 holds its own. Comparing the images from either camera, there's only a marginal jump in resolution. Both produce very detailed and sharp images. However, we can't ignore the jump from APS-C to full frame, the addition of IBIS, the faster top shutter speed, and the subject tracking and metering modes the Z6 III gains over the Z50. It's a big jump in the overall shooting experience. If these technical shortcomings don't automatically disqualify the Z50 for you, I believe it can still be used for most professional photography applications. Because like I said, the Z50 produces very nice, professional quality images. It just lacks many new, shiny features the Z6 III has at its disposal. When comparing the video capabilities of both cameras, it becomes clear what the Z6 III's professional camera body can really offer. Looking at the highest settings for both cameras, the Z50 can produce 8-bit, 4K 30fps video files, which are actually quite nice, though the Z6 III outpaces it with 12-bit, 5.2K 60fps video files. It's also worth noting that the Z6 III's 4K is oversampled, meaning it looks a great deal better than the 4K from the Z50. The Z6 III also takes advantage of those great subject tracking and metering modes, meaning the autofocus is greatly improved over that of the Z50's, which often forgets who or what it's focusing on. All this means that there's really no competition with video between these two cameras. The Z50 puts in great effort, though going head to head, it really just can't keep pace when you have to start doing more professional quality work. Now, here are some of the most notable holistic differences I've noticed between the cameras. Starting with the actual feeling of the cameras, it differs greatly between them. The Z50 is tiny. I've literally put it with the kit lens in my pocket before. But it also has a really nice grip on it, which is not standard for these lower priced cameras. But the Z6 III is very chunky. It feels great in the hand though. It lets you know that this is a serious camera with some serious tech in it. The battery life is also a lot better on the Z6 III than that of the Z50's. It's only rated to be a little bit better, though in practice, it's a substantial difference. While the Z50 has a single SD card slot, the Z6 III's dual card slots allow you to instantly create redundant files of your photos, which is great for better protection against data loss. There's a lot more customizability with the Z6 III, which includes more specific controls to map to more buttons, fine-tuning on-screen information, and more. As for displays, they're actually the same size, though the Z6 III's is double the resolution. It's nicer to look at, it is noticeable, but it's not that much of a jump. It's still a tiny on-camera LCD. You can't expect very much. Also, I greatly prefer the 360 flip screen over the tilt screen that the Z50 has. It's nice and quick, but vertical usage that isn't at eye level is a pain, and I really like to be able to protect the screen when it's not in use. The viewfinder around the camera is really easy to use, but the Z6 III's is very big and very bright. It's a luxury for sure, but it's a noticeable upgrade. So, is it worth it? I think what it comes down to is if you need the extra capabilities the Z6 III offers over the Z50. For me, it's been a great upgrade in my overall video production quality. The Z50 is not a bad camera. I made a lot of content using it, and it's never seriously held me back. There were times where I wish I had IBIS or 10-bit video, or even a better battery life, but if these are the kinds of excuses you're making because your content looks bad, then you won't be any better with a Z6 III. At the time of filming, Nikon just announced the Z50 II, and it's addressed many of the complaints I had with the Z50. 10-bit video, 360 flip screen, improved autofocus, and a few more. Honestly, it's a little hard to recommend the Z50 considering the Z52's price point, but my previous claims still stand. The Z6 III's capabilities is a massive upgrade over the Z50's. The Z50 is capable of producing great results, you just have to put in a little bit more work to get it great. With the Z6 III though, if you produce anything less than stellar, you only have yourself to blame. Thanks for watching.